Not only are they the biggest school district in the state, but they are the last in the Treasure Valley to start the school year. Today, West Ada welcomed more than 40,000 students back to class. Some wearing masks, some not, thanks to a decision by the school board 2 nights ago that masks would be required for all students, K through 12, except those students whose parents turned in opt-out paperwork. And a lot of them did, like thousands. And we're going to have more on those numbers in just a moment. But first, how this was going to play out on the first day of school was on the minds of a lot of people after Tuesday night's meeting and decision. This required, but not really required, mask method. So how did it play out? Well, Joe Paris stopped by Peregrine Elementary to find out.
The book is closed on the first day of school for students in the West Ada School District. Students are getting back into the swing of things with in-person learning. Just ask third grader Sydney.
It was fun. It's cool to see everyone and how they change.
Sydney and her classmates found that so far, the new year isn't too tough compared to her days as a second grader.
It's not really that different. You just learn a lot more things.
Sydney's younger brother also had a big day. He started a huge new chapter to his life.
Kindergarten.
Was today your first day too?
Yeah.
How was it?
Good.
What's it like to feel like a big kid and go to elementary school?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah.
Older students at Peregrine Elementary agree. Just ask fifth grader Jaden.
The first day of school was pretty fun. My mom signed a West Ada waiver so I don't have to wear my mask.
Jaden's mom says to her, this is about getting the kids back in the classroom and refocusing on learning. Parents agree that virtual learning was certainly a challenge.
Yeah, I want it to be on education, but I want the kids to be here regardless. If you want your kid to wear a mask, then wear a mask. If you don't, then don't. But let's just all get the kids here. I think that's the most important thing.
Well, parents I spoke with say that they want to just get back on track with in-person learning. The COVID discussion is still there. Parents continued Thursday to submit opt-out forms to the West Ada District office. The long lines from Wednesday are no longer, but still a steady stream of parents were in and out throughout the day.
I'm happy they're back in school. I'm happy there's some normalcy. They compromised, which I think we need to do more of in the country, compromise. And so West Ada seems to have tried to accommodate everybody.
Michael is a parent of 2 West Ada students. He says he hopes kids can just get back to what they're supposed to be doing in a classroom.
At school, stoked they're back, hopefully they go back and actually learn to read and write and all the rest of it. So
other parents agree, although this may not be ideal, it is better than virtual learning.
That's exactly where I'm at. I mean, if the masks are in place, the kids are still present. They're still getting in-person learning. And I know I do online college, so online learning for these guys is really, really tough, especially at the young age. I was actually dreading him going to kindergarten with the online learning, so I'm glad that his year popped up at this point.
We talked about this a little bit last night about this class of masks and no masks. The kids you spoke with today, did they indicate any sort of feeling different if they were wearing a mask or vice versa?
I spoke to a 5th grader at Peregrine who really gave me the best synopsis out of everyone I spoke with today. He said, I can't tell you exactly how many, but some kids were wearing a mask, some kids were not wearing a mask, but it really didn't matter to us. We were happy to be there and see each other. And, I know that there's some concerns with parents about bullying and ostracizing if you're wearing a mask or not. Just from the kids I spoke with at Peregrine Elementary today, I didn't get the impression that that was a problem. Although, a lot of the times, Brian, kids say one thing to adults and others to each other. But the impression I got from the kids is that today went well, and we're hoping that things continue to go well.
Okay, and so you got an indication that there were some kids in these kids' classrooms that were, some that weren't. Just how many? How about this?